Hi, everybody. Welcome to Secret Clan Wars. It's secret because, well, I'm supposed to be doing things right now, and instead, we're going to be making a video talking about Town Hall 13. So I'm just going to spam in some minions and loons, and I don't care if I win or lose, so don't judge me on this strategy. My whole thing is I want to focus on talking to everybody about Town Hall 13. I don't want to focus on my attacks. So I'm just putting these here as just something for us to look at while I'm talking about Town Hall 13. So like, subscribe, share, hit that notifications button so that when there's new content, you can know all about it. So let's talk about Town Hall 13. So this today I want to talk about a new troop and a new spell. We saw the builder in that video working on the spell factory. What could a new spell be? Well, I don't know. I'd like another one town hall or no one whatever use space spell anyway. Kind of like the freeze or the haste. What kind of spells would come out? I don't know. Leave them in the comments. Tell me what you think. Here's a couple ideas from me on what future spells could be. So let's take a look at the rage spell. The rage spell does two things. It makes your troops go faster, and it makes them stronger. Well, they have the haste spell. It takes up half the space, but does half those things. It just makes your troops go faster. What if there was another spell that just took up the one space, and it made your troops stronger? I don't know. Could we use that? Do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. I don't work for Supercell, so it's probably a bad idea, and it's probably not what we're going to see. But I don't know. I look at the spells that are available, and I don't know. I can't think of what else I would add. I'm really happy with the way the spells are, to be honest with you. I can't think of a spell that I want. We can already freeze things, heal things, make things more powerful, poison things. We can summon skeletons and bats. I don't know what else what we really want to do with these spells. We can clone troops, which is freaking awesome. I don't know. Tell me in the thoughts or in the comments what you think. Let's see. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is possibly a new troop coming out. Now, months ago, Supercell had an interview with one of the developers, and his thing was at the end of the year, we're going to see a big push to make ground more relevant because air is just so dominant in Clash of Clans. And it's true, Soy Lalo, dragons, things of that nature are just so powerful. So, yes, it's possible that it's just a new siege machine or something. Don't get me wrong. That's totally possible. That brings the ground back. But what if it is a troop? What kind of troop could we be looking at? I don't know. There's a lot of options there. I would assume that maybe some of the troops would come from Clash Royale. What troops from Clash Royale do I think would transition well and bring ground just into the, heavily into the meta when Town Hall 13 comes out? Well, a ridiculous idea for this would be the Royal Giant. Could you imagine throwing down, because Giants are they're hard to play on a Town Hall 12 level. There's ways to do it, and I've gotten 3 stars doing it. Lay down 10 giants with bowlers and witches behind them, and throw down a wall wrecker and your royalty from there, and manage your spells. And yeah, it's totally possible if you're facing a single shot to destroy a base like that. But the preference is definitely golems, especially since the update where they split into 3. Ice golems, you get a ton of value as they're tanky, and then when they do get taken out, they freeze an immense area. So using giants isn't really something that you see. So the idea of a royal giant isn't that ridiculous. It would be something that would, probably be at least 15 housing spaces, kind of like the ice golem. But just imagine this tanky giant just blasting defenses from a decent distance. Could you imagine how fun that would be? More than likely, if we see a royal giant, it'll just be a fun troop to use seasonal. Because I think these things would become overpowered in Clash of Clans. I could just see everybody just using them with witches and just destroying bases. I think it'd be an easy 3-star, but it would bring ground back. That's for sure. Everyone would definitely be using those. Here's the biggest problem with ground. Okay, when you bring a ground attack, it's the CC. If someone has an E-Drag in the CC, someone has a Lava Hound that gets popped in the CC, they got maybe double dragons in the CC. I'm probably going to fail this attack here. Let me just throw down some stuff up here. It's a total pain. If you attack with ground, you know what I'm talking about. If the queen isn't in the area and you're bringing something like golems, P.E.K.K.A.s, and bowlers, there's none of those troops are going to attack anything in the air. The warden is a support kind of a hero, so he's just going to go down. He's going to attack anything that your troops are attacking, which is not the clan castle troops. Now, if you have witches, that's not bad. While the clan castle troops are distracted with the skellies, the witches can take them out. I've seen that happen before. But if you don't bring witches, you're done. Or at least you're dealing with a very difficult situation. Especially if your queen was maybe taken out or just goes for a walk. So when someone says to me, "Oh, we're going to bring ground back in a big way," then I think you have to address that. And sure, you can bring wizards, but wizards aren't really being used that much on the Town Hall level Town Hall 12 level, because they're just so weak, and I don't know, that they attack slowly. They don't have that big of a range. You get a much bigger value out of a bowler bounce, and so everyone prefers bowlers, and just they sacrifice being able to take things out in the air for the bowler bounce and what the bowlers can do. So how are you going to bring ground back unless you either like super tank the wizard, which I doubt. The party wizard was awesome. I mean, people like using the party wizard because that guy can at least get an attack off pretty quickly. See, the problem I have with the wizard is he sits there and has to pose for the camera before he shoots. It takes forever for him to get an attack off. The party wizard was great because he was quicker with that and made him useful. Now, if they want to change the wizard and do that, that'd be great, but that's not a new troop. And that doesn't make the video nearly as fun. We want to talk about new troops. So what new troops would bring back the ground in a big way and also kind of address those air troops in the CC? I honestly think the best way to do that would be with musketeers. Musketeers have a nice range on them. They can shoot further than the wizards can. They can do some serious damage. Because they can shoot further, they can sit further back behind the meat, which means they're more likely to survive. They're a troop I would definitely want to bring in on most every ground attack, just so I can address things in the CC, plus the advantage of having a ranged troop with some real range back there, just to the point where they can be comfortable behind the meat and do some real damage, kind of like a mini queen. You know what I mean? Something with range, and they can hit and can stay back far enough to at least have a little bit of safety, but not too much. We don't want them to be insane either. How much fun would that be? I would love the musketeer. It would be a great addition to Clash of Clans. The last two additions I think were dudes. The E-Drag, I'm pretty sure, is a dude. The Ice Golem looks like a dude. So it's definitely time for another female troop. I think it's also time for another female hero, since two of them are male and one of them is female. So and Supercell seems to be good about balancing that too. Which, when I look at Clash Royale, that's why the musketeer pops out to me. Am I crazy? I don't know. I mean, I'm known as the crazy one on this game, so maybe my predictions are nuts also. But like I said, have fun with it. We're probably all going to be wrong. It could be a whole new troop we never even considered. Who knows? But I'm excited. We might not even get a new troop according to some people. But I mean, what do they know? They're also speculating. No one really knows what's going down. Now, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, a lot of these bigger YouTuber guys and gals are off to Poland and whatnot for this Town Hall Championship stuff. You know how they like to get those YouTube guys to get out all that teaser content. They usually get them together. What a sneaky way to get everyone who does content together overseas in Poland. Maybe put them on a developer iPad and let them make those videos for the previews. I honestly think we're not seeing that many Town Hall 13 videos from these guys anymore because they know something now. And they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to break the NDA or whatever it is Supercell probably had them sign. They're making a video breaking down a new troop, a new defense, a new gear up, a new hero, a new siege machine. Who knows what else? New CC, new whatever. I don't know. New spell. I don't know. Maybe new spells. Maybe there's a new dark spell and a new elixir spell. Maybe there's two of them. Maybe we're not thinking big enough. I don't know. But are you a conspiracy theorist like I am? I'm not. I'm just joking around. But it wouldn't be much of a conspiracy. Those guys, we all know that they go in and they do the preview videos for Supercell every single time. What a great way to get them together. So I'm really hoping that because these little championships are right around the Town Hall 13 release, that we're going to get some previews really soon. And the sooner we get previews for Town Hall 13, the sooner it's released. Don't get me wrong. My prediction is December 9th or 10th. But I mean, if it wants to come out on December 2nd or 3rd during CWL, I've got no problems with that. Zero issues. No problems at all. And I will definitely do my very best to record exactly what I'm doing when it comes out so you can see what defenses and what we do to prepare for Town Hall 13 coming out. Anyway, thank you for coming in today. I really appreciate it. I know that normally we like to talk tactics, but it is fun. Town Hall 13 is coming out, and we got to have fun with that because how often does a new Town Hall come out? Anyway, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and share, and let me know in the comments what you think. Have a great day.